Didn't do them any good, but didn't seem to hurt most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the colors seem to have disappeared, but that can go back to, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna,
So, Dad, you were born in 1936?
39.
39?
Mm-hmm.
Mom, when were you born? 43?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mom, you probably don't remember World War II then. Do you remember any of it?
of what?
World War II.
I kind of remember the, armistice when it was over.
Mm-hmm.
The whole celebration.
Boy, I remember World War One.
The only one you want to remember, huh?
No, but I remember I used to have horrible dreams about it because it was on TV. First time anything like that was on TV.
World War I?
Oh, no, World War II, I'm sorry.
Well, Dad, you guys didn't have a TV when you were little, right? I mean,
No.
I think you guys got one when... Were you still at home when you had a TV? There's a picture of Glendale and Janice in front of a TV, and it looks like Janice was probably 10. So...
I had one while I was living at home before I went in the army.
Mm-hmm. So, Mom, you guys had a TV when you were just a little kid?
Oh, yeah, maybe 6 when we got it.
Yeah. So it would have been right after the war.
Now, hardly anybody had TVs at the time that I was growing up. The furniture stores that were trying to sell them, they always had one or two going in the front windows, and
Mm-hmm.
people would stand out there for hours
Mm-hmm.
watching TV. It wasn't very good because the closest station was Evansville, and it wasn't real powerful then.
Oh, I didn't get my water.
Well, you were born, 83 years ago in Fairfield, which might as well have been 200 years, right? Because you had electricity when you were at the house, right? That's all you guys had? You didn't have
Yeah, I think I
plumbing
was.
did you have telephone?
I think I was in. Yeah, we had a telephone fairly soon after we moved there. But the old crank
Mm-hmm.
type and then the
Party line?
party line.
So you had electricity the whole time, right? Oh, you
got
did?
electricity when I was in the second grade.
Oh,
And
okay.
kerosene lamps until then.
Okay. How'd you heat the house? Did you guys always have that oil heater?
Yeah, as long as I can remember, I'm sure that there was. Before I can remember early, and
Did they have the...
a coal. We had a coal. I'm sorry, we had a coal stove for several years. Carried coal in every morning, and get stoked back up.
Did they have the pump house, or did you have to use that old hand pump out on the porch when you were... Was that working when you were a little kid?
Mm-hmm. And the pump house where it is was just a windmill.
Oh,
And then they built the pump house later.
when did they get the bathroom put in?
A lot later.
Yeah.
Grandpa Blackford wouldn't use the inside bathroom.
Yeah.
But we didn't get it. I was probably 12 or 13.
There's some enchilada sauce if you're so.
I got some on here.
Oh,
Huh?
okay.
Did Glendale or Janice go to the one-room schoolhouse, or just you?
Just me.
And you guys had a walking horse, didn't you, when you were a boy? A walking plow? And
Mm-hmm.
well, Grandpa said he used one. I didn't know if you did.
Oh, yeah, we had a team of horses. And we'd use it to shuck corn.
Glendale
Oh.
used one?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I don't remember you guys having much corn. You guys, Grandpa used mostly with soybean, wasn't he? Did you do corn for a while?
Oh, yeah, we had Corn, I've always had corn.
Okay.
Corn and beans and then wheat in the spring.
Mm-hmm. And how old were you when you were helping? You didn't. I mean, you were driving a tractor, what, 10 or 12, or truck?
About 12, I guess. Maybe a little younger.
You were younger than that.
I think you're right.
When did you start playing baseball? Always have city league out there?
I played softball in high school, in grade school, and then didn't play baseball till high school.
Did Grandpa teach you? Did he play?
He was a catcher for Brown's team for a couple of years.
Mhm. In high school, were you always pitcher, or did you play a position, field and infield, or?
Played outfield and pitch.
Mhm.
In Legion ball, I played a little bit of first base.
I know you had a first base glove for a while.
Mm-hmm. I think you still have it.
Mm-hmm.
When David and I played catch with, I used it when Betty's memorial thing out there.
Yeah, I still got it up in the closet. This old brown one.
It's a horrible glove. You only open about this wide. You had Uncle Earl bought that for me.
And when did the chicken coop fly away?
Janice was very young because she was still
Janice
living in
was
her
a baby,
crib.
and so Glendale was probably 4 or 5, and I was 9 or 10.
Glendale was. I thought Glendale was older because he's traumatized. I remember
Well,
anytime a big wind would come up, he would just freak out.
put the whole family in the bathtub
Yeah.
and pull a mattress in the room. And, yeah. Oh, yeah,
So I thought he had to have been older, but
I think he was only 4, 5, 6. I think he was only 5 years older than Janice.
and I was there when the tree fell on the house.
Mm.
Who all was there? I mean, there's a lot of people at the house then, wasn't there?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, I can remember your grandmother saying your dad was the only one that did any work on the farm for a long time.
Well, I remember Glendale. He said he'd get out there with the yo-yo quite a bit, so I know he maybe not out in the field so much, but
No,
around the house.
he's the yo-yo on the lawn.
There's more eggs up there, Beth,
I saw something for one more egg.
aren't there?
No, but that's okay.
Oh, I thought there was another one in there. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I'm fine. Yeah, I remember Glendale said he got cut in the foot once with that thing. That was just an accident waiting to happen, that thing.
Yeah.
Well, everything on the farm. Remember, you had cats without tails and three-legged dogs, and first way to get hurt, you could do it on a farm.
Yeah.
Well, I remember your grandmother grabbing the biggest chain I've ever seen and running out in the field because your dad was about to tear his body apart.
Well, that's when the axle broke on the tractor and
Oh, yeah.
pinned my leg between the tractor and the wheel.
That's no fun.
No, thank God. I mean, another quarter inch either way. I guess it
Yeah.
crushed my leg, but the way it was, it just pinned it where I couldn't get it out.
And those were the old open cab ones, right? The old, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like me to make you another burrito?
I'm looking at it in a minute.
Huh?
I'm
And you
looking
guys-
at it in
You guys didn't have a a sun shield on those, did you? You were just out with a ball cap and plowing in the sun all day?
So I've had three
Yeah, your ears peeling off.
3 surgeries for
Yeah. That
skin
and
cancer in the
baseball and
last 4
everything.
years. Yeah, no,
Do you want to take?
Now, where did you do basic training? Were you down in Biloxi?
San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how far down, but that, even San Antonio, I wouldn't want to be down there in the summer.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like living where we lived in the woodlands there.
Yeah.
It's no more humid than it is here. It just lasts longer.
Yeah. And were you named after Uncle Earl?
Earl Eugene.
And was he was a Crackle, right? Or was he a Brown?
Wood.
Oh, he was a Wood, okay. Oh, yeah. And he and Aunt Inez never had kids, right?
No,
And did they lived in Chicago for a while?
long time.
Is that, I guess, the closest thing to a brother Grandma ever had?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They were kind of raised together. Of course, he was
Yeah.
older than her, but
Well, Earl and Eunice liked. Wait, that wasn't her name.
Inez.
Yes. Your dad was their favorite. They did all sorts of things. They got him toys and everything else.
Yeah. Tell people Grandma was orphaned, because of the flu. And I think, oh, that's so sad. It's like, well, I don't think she knew any different.
yeah.
I don't think she ever knew her parents. And so it's just the way it was. And
And I don't think she ever knew her grandpa Crackle either, but Grandma Crackle, I remember
yeah.
her. I'd go over to Grandma Woods every now and then
Mm-hmm.
when I had a chance and stay a couple of days.
Where'd they live?
Brownsville,
Okay. So
so 6 miles, I think, east of Albion.
how did Grandma and Grandpa meet?
I have no idea. I wondered about that myself after.
Because they were pretty young when they got married. And
Yeah,
Grandpa had been in Fairfield.
yeah.
They didn't travel much.
No, I have no idea how they met. I wondered about that, but I wondered about it after there was nobody to ask.
Yeah. And Grandpa, he had a lot of brothers and sisters, right?
He had 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
I'm guessing they weren't very close. I just never heard him talk much about them.
No,
And Grandpa always lived with you guys, so I didn't know if the rest of them moved away.
well, he lived with Zola and Kellett for a while,
Oh, okay.
probably longer than he lived
Oh, okay.
with us. And they lived in Fairfield, and Kellett had a little place in Brownsville, Texas. They'd go down there
Okay.
some winters, and Grandpa, I think, rode in out with them once.
Now, you never traveled much like that as a kid, right? You go to Chicago every now and then, but that was about it, right? As far as,
I remember going to Chicago twice.
yeah.
What, when you were a kid? Because you and I went to Chicago a couple times.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
And Grandma and Grandpa, I don't remember. I remember, who were the neighbors down the street that owned the property? Van Ways or Van Dusen?
Van Dusen.
Van Dusen. They had a place in Florida, right? Because they'd always go to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember Grandma and Grandpa ever going anywhere.
No. The only place I know that they ever went was when Steve was in the Marines. They went
Oh, yeah.
to visit him one time and saw porpoises, and it was a big deal for him.
Yeah.
Well, your mom loved that trip. Your dad didn't.
Yeah, Grandpa, boy, hardly get him to sleep anywhere but at home. He always wanted to get home. I remember when Grandma was sick, she'd come into St. Louis for treatments, and they wouldn't stay long for that.
No.
Yeah, your grandma and I would drive every day down to Barnes.
Yeah, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm amazed. You guys never had air conditioning on the farm, and out in the summers, boy, I don't know how you'd sleep.
Well, you'd wake up
When'd you guys when'd you get the big window fan upstairs?
when I was in bed sick with
Oh,
the hepatitis.
yeah. That thing works great, but yeah, it took that long.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got that?
I just graduated from grade school.
Oh, okay. When'd you get your teeth knocked out? Didn't you? The guy, kid down the street kicked in the teeth.
Yeah, we were playing horsey, and
Yeah.
he was right, and he had metal caps on
Yeah.
his shoulder. And that was still in the one-room schoolhouse.
Okay. Now the birds are back again.
He lived in that old torn-up house right down the road, didn't he?
That house had been empty. Nobody ever lived there when I was a kid.
I don't remember anybody ever living there either, Brent. Just looked like a shack.
I mean, up the street from our house.
Yeah.
Road.
On the left.
Yeah, that's where the kid lived that kicked my teeth out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't doing that being nice. He was doing that being mean.
No,
Well, he was just
He was-
horsing around like kids do.
he was on my. We were playing horsey. I don't know what you call
He was
it.
up on your
He
shoulders,
was
right?
on my shoulders, and somebody else was on somebody else's
And you were
shoulders,
knocking
and they
each
were
other down.
supposed to try to see who could dismount who, and
So I remember your mom
His-
telling me that he was
Foot came up.
not good to you.
he didn't have much choice. He was younger than I was.
Yeah.